Hey all, I'm hanging out at Yamaha here in Indianapolis. So to my ears, the right side is a little bit harder than the left, not by much. Definitely better than it was. And make sure that it feels good in all ranges. And so I usually have, for all you saxophone players out there, if there are any, listening, checking in, tuning in, watching, whatever you're doing, I usually have, half a dozen reeds that are playable, and I'm always breaking some more in. I've got a little kit here, also that I keep stuff in, just miscellaneous things that I need to work on gear. Like there's a screwdriver and a reed clipper. This is a reed clipper. If it gets too soft, you can clip down the tip of it. And of course some sandpaper, some practice material. On flute these days I've been working on some choro music, some Brazilian choro music, which is kind of their traditional folk music down there. And a little bit of classical stuff as well. And so I always have that kind of stuff with me to work on. Here's some other reeds that I've worked on. We'll see how they're doing. It's great. So what I'm looking for a lot of times is to be sure that the reed will play at a soft dynamic level as well. It's easy to put a lot of air through the instrument and get some sound out there, but even more challenging is to play softly with a good sound, good controlled sound. So that's what I'm going for when I'm working on these reeds. And here it breaks a little down there. That sound is a little duller. A little more closed off like this. So I'll use my handy sandpaper. Fascinating stuff, isn't it? This is the shit we deal with every day. Living the dream. I go across the grain. I never touch this area where the dot is. Like if you kind of made a triangle there, I never touch that area. That's the heart of the reed. I hope I'm still broadcasting. Yep, look at that. So I'll check it again. It's better. But by playing them, eventually where those openings are, they eventually close down with pressure and they become flat. So like on this reed, which I've played a little too long, if I blow into it, no bubbles. And that's because this area has been flattened out and those tubes have been squashed, so it actually seals off the reed, which is really what you want. Okay, so I'm going to try another one. And this will be the last one I'll try. Okay, that one's pretty good. That one's pretty good already. So I don't need to touch that one. I may even play this one tonight. Let's see if I have a particular piece of music I've been working on. I don't think I do. But one of the things I've been working on, there's a blues that's influenced by the music of Michael Brecker, who was a great saxophone player. Passed away maybe 6 years ago, 5, 6 years ago, something like that. But he was one of the greats, played incredible jazz, played incredible pop music, you know, played with everyone from Herbie Hancock to Joni Mitchell and James Taylor and maybe Funkadelic and just everybody. An amazing, amazing player. And so he would do some things where he would sort of jump wider intravalic leaps, play more vertically than horizontally. Like this would be kind of horizontal playing where the notes are closer together. Right? So more of a vertical approach would be this blues tune that I'm currently working on, and it kind of jumps all around the horn. So I'll play a little of that for you, so you can check it out. Yeah, still in the working on category, but you can hear how the leaps are much wider intravalically, and so one of the things that I do to work on that is in my practice time, I'll when I'm doing scales and warming up, doing long tones, different things like that, I'll actually do intravalic studies on the horn. So, for example, like I might do fifths, like notes that are a fifth away from one another. So on and so forth. And then I might do fifths coming up and then fourths going down. So that gets me doing wider intervallic leaps, and I do them slowly so that I really hear those things also. Those are some things that I do during my practice time. every day. Usually I get to the gig early, go into the practice room or the tuning room, and just start working on stuff. I've got 6 instruments every day that I've got to get together. So that's kind of a little insight into what I do. I also always have my iPod. Oh, look, I can see myself. Hello, hello. Look at that. There I am right now. Well, not really. Hello. So we're always working on new material, especially now that we're doing the acoustic set also. So there's always stuff that I'm trying to remember. There's a lot of tunes in the catalog, about 150 tunes in the catalog. And most times, you know, I'm going back in every day and listening to some things that we might be bringing back. And, of course, I can't tell you any of those tunes. They need to be a surprise. But I will say that they are all on my iPod. So, anyhow, that's it, folks. Looking forward